It's 2021, and I'm very narcissistically Googling myself to see how well my website does in the search results. Ballarat, woman, poet. And there it is. An article from Eureka Centre, all about Ellen F. Young, a controversial writer who was writing on the goldfields here in Ballarat in the 1850s. She was described by historians as controversial, feminist, and questioning the status quo. And I thought, sounds like my type of girl. She was published in the Ballarat Times, always signing off as Ellen F. Young, the Ballarat-poetess. And I thought, oh, I've studied Australian history, I did it at uni, I've lived in Ballarat for quite some time. How come I've never heard of this woman? Well, after an early life on the diggings, without luck in finding gold, her husband opened a pharmacy and later became the first ever mayor of Ballarat East. And I thought, I must find out more. But before I thought all of that, I thought, who is this bitch calling herself the Ballarat-poetess? Ellen F. Young? Doesn't she know who I am?
Hark to the booming gun, the loud acclaim. What do these shouts from bay to land proclaim? What means the throng on every hill around, that to those ringing shouts most loud resound? Bright as the day, joy beams in every face. What heroes triumph do the people grace? 'Tis one worthy of a world's applause, e'er fights for truth and steadfast in her cause. 'Tis a writer renowned for her outspokenness, Ellen F. Young, the Ballarat-poetess.
Yes, coming, mentor. Oh. My dear departed husband seems to call to me up on the wind these days. But so too does the page. I'm going to call the volume Smiles and Tears, or Lays of the Heart. For I had a good many smiles with my husband, Mr. Young, mentor, as I called him, in private. And tears. Well, yes, I'm afraid we had a good many of them too. Why this worthless life preserved? What future woe for me preserved? Oh, alas, all impotent am I to answer want's most urgent say. I followed him to Ballarat. Our track to Ballarat was strewn with dead and dying cattle. No food, no water. Oh, the sight and smell were horrible, but Ballarat made amends for all. Oh, how romantic to sit in the door of your tent and look out upon the dells and dales of, like the patriarchs of old. But then the floods came. Oh, it's when I hear the thunderous roar and see the lightning flash, when foaming seas rise mountains high and gates the mountains dash, when howls the wind in union wild that shakes the trembling earth. Then I prize my humble home. 'Tis then I feel its worth. 'Tis then I feel our Father's mercy shower down on me. Did his protecting arm extend and stand a firm, unshaken friend? My lover, who breathed to heaven a fervent prayer to guard my heart from dark despair. And when sorrow's cloud burst o'er my head, or else friends had left or fled, my lover, I once saw linen and clothing thrown from the windows of Bentley's hotel. Nothing was stolen, just as taken from the drawers. No drink was taken, but a bonfire was made of the contents of the house of any description that would burn. The gig backed up right into the fire, and someone wishing to save it said, "Well, that's not Bentley's." But proving that it indeed was, it was backed right into the midst of the burning pile. The poetess writes about the here and now, projecting words into a future that we cannot predict. But by documenting the present, the poetess's words can be the start of something big and meaningful.
If you've not been to Ballarat, then stop away from there. I would not wish my worst foes cat to have such sorry fare, for sorry fare is what you get from butcher, baker, store, and all your just complaints are met with threats to have no more.
And I thought, well, what do I have to do to rise with the title of the Ballarat-poetess from Ellen's ashes? This title, what does it even mean? Ellen called herself that, so it's not like I can apply to have it. No one's going to come and bestow it upon me. But that also means I get to write the position description for the role myself. You have to be driven, audacious, care deeply about your community and your legacy, and be a multifaceted, complicated woman. And that's why capturing the moment is key, because you do not know which moment will be the one that makes the movement. Which moment will be the one that leaves the legacy. So you have to capture the moment. Near Meredith, some leadfoot in a beamer overtook me on a bend because everything capitalism taught him was a lie, and he just wanted it to end. But waiting for Australia to burn to the ground seemed too slow a way to die. Because the poetess lives in a world where making art for art's sake isn't enough. You have to have a vision. Art is and must be a vehicle for change in an unfair world that actively seeks to silence you. They say the pen is mightier than the sword, and heads could roll now like tongues forming around 3 R's aren't enough now. We need reform. These glass houses aren't going to storm themselves. Witches, bitches, hippies, hipsters, all the dirt poor. We all need to breathe. Clearly, the Ballarat poetess is of and for the people, but she is also willing to tell the people what they need to hear. And the Ballarat poetess doesn't shy away from capturing those moments. But we do not simply write a rant. No, we craft a satirical, comical character study. And as for a force to guard them on land, that soon shall be found close to their hand. I will please the diggers, I'm sure to a man. Now what do you think of my clever thing? She grapples with big feelings and she lives in the here and now, and the result is a powerful combination of the personal and the political, where the vulnerability of sharing her inner world reflects the issues of the world at large. But political activism isn't really what my poetic legacy is all about. On a white stone reared on a high, I trace the letters of his name. And though a tear bedewed my infant eye, no thoughts of future evil came. I mourned his fate, not feared my own. I mourned a dear-held father dead. The Ballarat poetess is something that I accidentally found. Although you could argue that I was searching for her because I found her while I was searching for myself. There's no contest in my belief that poetry, the best words in the best order, has power. And now, years after that Google search, I look forward to the Ballarat poetess future, finding my poetic legacy and discovering her own power. I mean, why would you risk carrying all that loot on your own? Why would you buy and wrap a gift just to leave it at home? Connection fading like a receipt in the sun. Don't let your poem burn a hole in your palm. Your time has come. Your words are a gift. Mouth wrapping like presents. Standing in presence. You came here to give, and we came here to hold you, honour you, receive. Your words are a gift, and your time has come. So let your words live. The Lays of the Heart herein are a journal where every word reveals another tendril of connection, a legacy being made here, now. Dear reader, may you find even half as much comfort from reading these lines as I have in writing them. Put me to rest. Put me to rest in the bright spot that I love best.
I'm walking with Megan through a glistening golden city. Familiar facades ask, how do you shine when everything's always alight? I don't know anyone. All hollowed out eyes
And yet,
connected.
the
Challenges me.
more together
More
than ever.
together than ever. Our pens at the ready. We answer the call.
Forever yours,
At yours,
the Ballarat-Poetess.